We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Red Raiders' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Got his man! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Finds a crease at the 20. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end now in there. And down he goes at the 18.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts...
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Texas Tech's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has read the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Power football with the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes them, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
It's a seam wide open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you...
Touchdown, Red Raiders! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellows with the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the tailback. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The give on the option. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. On the move, it's Robinson. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He's in open space downfield. Lots of running room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Another incompletion on third down. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Going to swing it on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back. You got to read the defense and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Sends it back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the ground, it's Blue.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. End off from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hacks close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back.
Wide open spaces. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He now has 56 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Red Raiders are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Calls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give. Oh, and end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Northern Illinois came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Husky Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate, because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. On target over the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. He uncorks one deep. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Unloads quickly. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to have blocked.
He's loose. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
This time on target. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that lap.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Finds his man. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a...
Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he makes the fair catch. In his own territory, he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game. Right? You got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Applewhite. Got the quick pass. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Stone. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Now on second down. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit.
Turning on the Jets. There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Oftentimes, as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Give to the fullback. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Sets up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So, Jesse, that third down screen pass didn't work. Pretty conservative. Felt almost like a safe third down call.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too safe, too.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Got his man all by himself. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost, and I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the number 1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in